compromised position here. I'm in a bad spot, right? You can counter with hands, you can go kicks to the legs. I don't want to be here. So we're going to go with the side kick. I saw someone just do it. Not a traditional Muay Thai technique, but I like it. We're going to go for it. I hope Brian doesn't throw me out for teaching it. All right, so I'm going to throw this roundhouse kick from here. The first one, we're just going to tap to find our balance. Lift that leg up for the chamber, just like the warm-up that we did before. So bring that knee to your chest and then extend it out. Make sure your hips are in, your butt isn't sticking out. Be gentle because the side kicks can break ribs, and if someone's moving into it, you do a lot of damage, okay? So we're going to throw that round kick. It taps the ground, lift, and then just gently fire that off into your target. Guys, got that one? So again, 2 or 3 times, and then switch rolls. If you're kicking down a door, you're not going to go like this, right? You're going to lean into that and really kick into it. So the upper body needs to be over the support leg when you throw the side kick, okay? If you lean back, you're dividing your energy from the lower body and the upper body. I want everything to go into it. So try to keep your head over the support leg. So I throw that kick, and it's boom. And that's going to take hip mobility and flexibility, but just something to keep in mind. The other thing is try to get your toes to face on a down angle and not up. So it's not a teep. It really is that side kick motion here. So I'm trying to get the blade of my foot, trying to dig the heel into the target. So it's round, lift, and kick. So now we're going to try to make it a little more advanced, and you're not going to tap your foot down. So when I throw the kick and Selina evades, I'm going to abort. So I already see that I'm not going to kick her. The kick's not going to land. She's pulling. There's no reason to waste that energy and to be in a bad position. So when she does that, I'm just going to abort and just lift it right back up into this chambered position. All right, so once again, I go to throw the kick, I lift the leg up, all the correct motions, but then I just go right here to chamber up for the side kick, okay? So it takes balance. You can't put too much energy into the kick because then you're falling all over the place. So it has to be, all right, up, chamber, and kick. All right, give it a try. We'll go a couple minutes on this, guys.
We're going to work as more of like a, you're the one starting the combinations with your left kick. It's the farthest weapon away, I guess, other than your teeth. So let's do it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so for the first combination, what I'm going to have you guys do is throw a left kick. Your partner's going to check, so your partner can work on checking the left kick as well. But we're not just going to let them check and then not do anything. We're not going to let them interrupt the rhythm. We're going to continue with our combination. So after the left kick, you're going to throw your right hand, left hook, kind of step around with that left hook so you're at an angle, and then throw your right kick, either to the head or if their body's open, to the body or even to the leg. So I'll let you guys decide which level you guys want to do. So one more time, left kick, right hand, left hook, right head kick, or body, or leg if they're not expecting it. But be nice to your partners. I don't know if all of you guys are wearing mouthpieces or not. This is not a sparring session, so do not kick their arms off, kick their head off, or punch their head off. Okay, let's be nice. All right, let's do it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start off the same. Yeah, probably. Going there. Left kick, your partner's going to check and return. And when she returns, I want you guys to evade the kick. And then come back with the same combination. Right hand, left hook, leg kick. And make sure when you guys throw that hook, you're going to be making an angle. You can slap it if you want so that you can make that angle, or you can really throw a real hook. But the point is to not stand in front and throw the hook right here where you can get countered back right away. But the point is to hook around so you can make that angle. So if she comes back with the right hand, you're out of the way, and then you can throw your own kick. Okay? So let's do it again. Left kick, evade, right hand, left hook, right kick. So all we did was add in the evade, and your partner's going to kick back as soon as they check. Fake your partner out now so that you can land that left kick. So this is what we at Boxing Works like to do. So I'm going to throw my left kick first. Ah, damn it, she checked it. Next. So as soon as she picks up that leg, she thinks that the kick's coming, but I pause. And as soon as she puts the leg down, I kick her. So there's 2 ways you can do it. You can just pause in front and then kick, or you can pause, shift, and kick at an angle. So whatever you guys want to do. Any questions? All right, let's do it. Another fake that we like to do is sort of switch and punch as a lefty. So it's going to be your left, straight, right, or left. All right, left, straight, left, okay? So switch, straight, left, and then right kick. So again, your partner's used to seeing you just left kick all the time, so they're used to seeing that switch. Then you're going to switch it up to switch left hand, right kick. Okay?
Beautiful.
Please be careful. What you're doing is you're faking that left kick. You're almost bringing it up just like how Shane did it with his chambered kick. So you chamber it, bring the leg down, and elbow. So the whole purpose of this little fake is to get you close enough to elbow and also make it look like a fake. So they think they're going to check, but nope. Elbow instead. And when you're elbowing, you kind of want to get to the side of them a little bit. So that, yeah. So instead of being here, you're going to end your foot kind of outside of their foot and elbow them here. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it a up elbow or like down elbow?
It's more down, coming down on their chin like this. But it doesn't prevent you from, pulling their arm down and elbowing like this, or if the opening's there, take it, yeah. Okay, one more time. So set it up with a left kick, and then fake, and elbow. Again, please be careful. I don't see any elbow pads on people right now. And no one's getting cut today. I already declared it. Promise right now. And then left kick, fake. Bring that arm down. Right hand, uppercut. Selena doesn't like to get hit. Hey. Which is a good thing. So again, left kick. You're going to switch like you're going to fake, but you're going to tap that hand down. Right hand, uppercut, and you can kick it if you want. Up to you guys. But the point is since she's covered up, you're going to bring that arm down. Have you guys seen Lomachenko? Yeah. He kind of does that. So you're going to tap that hand down so that your right hand can come across, and then uppercut. All right? So step in. And as soon as they step in, you're going to throw that left kick. So you can do it without a switch, where you kind of put your weight forward a little bit so that you can really turn that hip over without having to move your feet much, without having to do the switch. Or you can just do a normal switch. Up to you. I guess the key for the no switch is to make sure you square up your hip before, so that you're really loading that hip up to bring that hip across to kick without having to do the switch. So really simple drill. All you're going to do is bait your partner in with a jab. When they step in, you're going to left kick. So hopefully that'll interrupt their rhythm and you can do what you want to do. All right, 1, 2, 3. Left hand, left kick. Again, so you're baiting them in, throw the jab, step back, throw that left hand, left kick. So when you're taking a step back, plant your feet before you throw that straight left, okay? So you're letting them think they can just walk into you, but nope. Left hand, left kick. Walk into these hands. Bait them in, take a step back, left hand, left kick. All right, 1, 2, 3.
The ones you guys just did. And we'll start with the nice, easy one. So in Muay Thai, you kind of find it when fighters find their range with their hands. You see a lot of touching, right? So I want to start off touch as orthodox, touch with my left hand. But I'm going to touch in Janet's center line, not her glove. I want to pretty much blind her with that right in the middle. So I'm going to touch maybe 2, 3 times. Third time I'm going to touch, and right away slap the hand down to jab, cross. This first one. So all together it'll be 1 touch, 2, third one, slap, 1, 2. So the 1, 2, nice and quick after you slap down, all right? Second one, you're going to start the same way. Touch, left hand. Third touch, I'm going to touch, But as I bring that left hand back, I'm gonna slap down with my right hand. So I'm slapping her left hand down. Slap, cross, hook. So all together, first one, touch, down the middle, slap down, 1, 2. Second one, same beginning, touch, touch, slap with the right hand to cross and hook. Any questions? Good? All right. All together, jab, cross, left uppercut. Again, jab, cross, left uppercut. Third time, jab, cross, and use my left hand. I'm going to use the same movement as the uppercut, but if you watch from behind, I'm pretty much swimming in through the guard, grabbing down into elbow. And it's up to you guys. You can go horizontal elbow, you can go up elbow. If you go up elbow, it is a lot farther, so make sure you step in for that up elbow. And when I'm grabbing, you don't want to grab the top of your glove, because if I grab the top of her glove, it's easy for me to pretty much lose my grip, where Selena can just pull her hand back, right? So when I go in, I want to cup the wrist. Got to be aware with your gloves. So use your gloves, cup down. You can throw that elbow while the hand's still in control. So all together, about 2 times. Jab, cross, left uppercut. Again. Third time I'm going to fake, pull, up elbow, or horizontal, up to you. Good? Fake, off, switch stance. So we're going to go ahead and sell it nice and simple. We'll do jab, left kick. You could either block it or arm block it up to her. Jab, left kick. Now I'm going to go jab. I'm going to switch. But if you notice, I'm not only trying to sell the fake with my lower half, because when we're fighting, sparring, you're pretty much looking here in the middle. So I want to see my shoulders moving with it. So I want to pretty much move my shoulders as if I'm going to throw that left kick. But moving the shoulders, my head is offline from my opponent. I'm going to come in right uppercut through the guard. Up, cross as a southpaw, left knee. So all together, we jab, left kick. I'm going to go jab, switch, fake, so head offline, right uppercut, left cross, and left knee.
And by the way, she got me with this before. Pop my head
Any,
right
any questions? One more time? Yeah. So I'll do it nice and slow. We'll go left kick, so jab, left kick. I'm going to go jab, switch, fake, so my shoulders turned as if I can pretty much kick from here. But that's, I'm not going to kick. I can go uppercut, cross, and left knee. Okay. And you find it, I like to do it, I like getting head control or neck control when I throw that knee. So you guys can add that in too. Any questions? No, ma'am. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Just to sell it, go jab, left teep. Go ahead, place it. Please be nice. I'm going to go jab. We're going to fake. So teep's pretty much 2 motions. You lift up to your stomach, extend. Only going to lift up to fake. So I'm going to go jab, fake. When I step down, same idea, wrist control. I'm going to make an angle though. So pull down the wrist, make an angle to head kick. So all together for the left side, jab, teep, jab, fake, wrist control, and head kick. So same thing with the right side though. Good. Jab, right teep, jab, fake, step down. I'm going into southpaw because I already know ahead of time I want to go left kick. So left kick to the head. One more time, you guys got it? Yeah, so big emphasis, pulling down the wrist when you make that angle. So you pretty much want your partner coming inwards when I make that angle. I want Selena coming in, the head kick just right after. So all together for the left side. Teep, jab, fake, wrist control, head kick. Right side, jab, teep, jab, fake, to pull down the wrist, and left head kick. Good? So you pretty much want to be right on the blind side, the side of your opponent. So the kick pretty much comes out at that angle. Good? All right. Kick, and we're going to pretty much point off of what Shane did earlier to the side teep. And for me, I like it my left leg. For you guys, southpaw, you're going to do it with your right leg. It's going to be your lead side. So just sell it. I'll go jab, cross, switch, kick. Selena can go ahead and block it, check it. 1, 2, switch, kick. 1, 2. Same idea. I'm going to switch, show the shoulders. And I'm just going to pretty much bring my leg up to side teep. So all together. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, fake. Up. So if you notice, I'm still selling it with my arm as if I'm going to kick. So I pretty much have my guard up too and just extend out sideways. Good? All right. 1, 2, 3. The girl's favorite sweep. We stole it from OT, 12 pitch. Todd a while ago. So I'm just gonna start with my long range tools. I'm gonna go left jab, left teep. Usually when you get teep, you wanna come back in, right? Jan's gonna come back in. I'm just gonna right away with my lead leg, I'm gonna sweep outward. So I'm sweeping on her ankle. If I go to the calf, it's too high, she won't really give there. So I want to pretty much sweep outward diagonal. So if she comes in here, and I could go like this, left knee, or if she comes in again, sweep to left body kick or left hip kick. So I'll let you guys decide if you want to do left knee or left kick. All together, jab, left teep, she comes in, sweep and knee, or sweep and kick. Good? Alright, 1, 2, 3. If I right kick up off both legs, I'm going to do it off my right side. If I right kick and Kaya comes towards me, she comes again, pretty much that block. But it also works really well when we clinch. So ideally, we could go ahead and start it in a clinching position. So Kaya's going to go ahead, side knees. Nice side knee again. She'd say she keeps it coming. I'm just going to pick up my right leg. And I want it right on her hips. I don't want it too high. I want it right at her hips, stopping her. If you look at the mirror, you see my foot, my dirty foot, but it's pretty much hooking her leg. And pretty much that hook makes it nice and secure for her not to come. She can't even, she tried sweeping me. I really want to push all my weight, pretty much pushing my hips to her. And if you notice, I'm having control on the wrist, control on the neck. So if she comes in again, tries to sweep, it's pretty much secure. From there, when I set it down, left knee. Nice and simple. I could even hear elbow, but keep it nice and simple. We're going to go from right hip lock to left knee. So we'll start in a clinch position all together. Say, I knee. She knees again. I'm tired of her knees. Go ahead, give her that block. I want you guys practicing that wrist control too. And when I set it down, left knee. Yeah? 1, 2, 3. I finish it with some sweeps off the clinch. And it's kind of common that we end up, when we're clinching, we're both in the pocket nice and tight, and we kind of don't have room to come in with that straight inside knee, right? So you kind of rely on those side knees. Side knees. So we are sweeping each other, so please watch the walls and your surroundings. I'm going to give Selena a little space. So for this sweep, we're going to go side knees only. So go ahead, choose a roll. Side knees. When Selena goes ahead and side knees, one more time, sorry. I'm going to catch under, so I'm catching under her thigh. And my other leg's going to hook around her ankle, but I'm not only just sweeping here, I pretty much want to lift her leg up so she gets really pretty much a lot of air time. So the motion is I'm lifting her leg up as my other leg is sweeping, my arm's pulling down on the floor. So say clinch, knee, knee, inside control, and lift up. So pretty much that's the motion though, because I don't want to keep doing it to Selena, but all together one more time, please. So under the thigh, I'm gonna lift up and make sense, or one more time?
One more time.
Makes sense, right? I'm not gonna sweep her this time. Yeah, go inside. So I really want this nice and tight. And same time, I'm going to lift and sweep. So lift and sweep. And pull me down with you too. Any questions?
No.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Knees and elbows, getting in closer range. I like to teep a lot because I'm long, so I like to utilize that a little bit. And even if you're not long or taller than your opponent, that's okay. Just time it correctly and it's going to be just as effective. So for the first one, we'll just start off with a teep, and we're going to fake the teep, and we're going to bring it down to get to that left knee. Boom, right there. Okay, so it goes teep in fast motion. As she comes back, I'm going to come, boom. And then that will set up an elbow from southpaw, so you can do your lead elbow, you can do your rear elbow upwards. It's kind of whatever you want from that point. So 1 more time, teep, fake, boom, elbow, whatever you want from there, okay?
Where do you prefer grabbing with your hand when you throw your knee?
My knee?
Yeah.
So I always, when I teach, I do same side, that's kneeing, same arm. So if I'm kneeing with my left, I'm going to grab the back of her head, same thing, back of her neck, left and left. But if I'm doing my right side, which you can also do same thing with your right knee. So you would start with your right teep, back leg, boom, same fake. And you're just hopping into it. So this shoot back down, shoot back up, and it's gonna help with power, explosion. All right, any questions? All right, 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Okay, so since most people will go down to reach for your kick, for your push kick, so I'll push kick, boom, I'll land it, and then the second time, I can do the same thing but with a kick. So usually their hands will be down trying to catch my push kick. So push, exact same thing as she comes in, I'm gonna fake. Okay, you can do that on either side, still faking, boom. You can do it with the knee, other side. So, same motion, you can just add kicks with it now. So, let's go.
1, 2, 3.
So we go teeth. We're gonna step back into southpaw instead of going back to our orthodox stance. We're gonna fake and use this. We're gonna push this hand down, and we're pulling at the same time. So you really want to push it all the way down, get it all the way out of the way so that your face is nice and open. Elbow, right on the face, just for my sweep. And then knee from there. Okay, so push kick into southpaw. I'm gonna fake, elbow, knee. Okay? One more time, you guys got it.
One more time.
One more time? Okay. So front leg push, southpaw, fake, elbow, knee. Okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Step in knee. So this is kneeing without actually engaging in the clinch. I like to do this one a lot because I end up fighting people who want to take my head off, and they come in pretty wild, wide. And so if you see your opponent, we're going to start with a jab and then an overhand right. So Jackie, go ahead, jab, overhand right. As she's overhand right, I am going to take my right knee and I'm going to cross her face. So same arm, right knee, boom. Okay, so that's your counter for someone who's coming wide. Jab, boom, right there. You could elbow after that. So I always like to elbow after I knee or vice versa. If I'm throwing an elbow, finish with the knee because you're already in that space. You're already in the distance. Finish with the knee. You can up elbow, over, any side that you guys want. Okay, so that's for the right side. For the other side, we're just going to control the hands so we can get to her liver. So that's our left knee. So basically, I'm just stepping, controlling her hands, and knee. Okay, so she can be punching for this. She doesn't have to be. We can just be in our stance right here. Boom, take her hands, control them so that she can't punch me right here. Knee. Okay, so right side, we'll go jab, overhand right, and then she can just step in for this next, and that's fine. Okay? One more time? One more time. Okay.
Spear her.
Spear her body bag.
Oh, you guys messed me up. Alright, and then left side, go ahead. So I'm stepping over, and it's really important that you step on the outside of her foot, okay? So don't step on the inside, because then your knee's going to be all squished, and you're not going to be able to get your hips out and push them. Okay, so you want to step out, same time as you're controlling your hands. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to do setups for spinning elbows, because they're super fun. So, first one, we're going to time it off the jab. So if you have someone who's jabbing you a lot, catch, you're going to step in and elbow right there, okay? So you want to time it right as it's coming, stepping. You have to get out of the way of the jab though, okay? So that's the first one. Second one, we will do jab. I will jab. I'm going to be initiating this. So I will jab to the head, jab body. Instead of going to the body the next time, I'm still dropping my weight. So as you would to go to the body, you're going to change levels, drop a little bit. Same thing with the elbow. You're dropping, but this time you're stepping to this side, okay, so that you can elbow, okay? So, first one, I'm going to time it off Jackie's jab, let her jab a little bit, boom, okay? Second one, what was that? Oh, okay, jab, jab body, jab, and then quickly make her step and turn, okay? Really important, make sure that your guys' feet are planted when you're throwing your spinning elbow, okay? So you don't want to be like spinning all over the place and getting crazy. You want to spin and come back the exact same way that you spun in the first place. All right? One more time. Questions? Nope.
Question up front.
How are we going to block the spinning motion?
Just do it very lightly. Don't do it hard. You could just put your hand up like this though. So, yeah. So either like this or right here. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. And Jackie, you both did this. So we're going to start with a jab and that same step over with the jab. We're going to step into southpaw, and from there, we're going to twist our body. And here's our body shot right here, okay? So, start with the jab. Second time, I'm going to step over, step through. I'm basically switching my hips. They're going to be starting facing this way, finish facing this way. And I'm setting up for that body shot, so I'm really twisting my hips with it so that I can twist back, okay? Here, sets up for an elbow. She's open right here, and I'm at a great angle for it. I'm on the outside of her foot. So I can elbow after that, and knee, just like we were working on before. Okay, so one more time, jab, step through the second time, shuffle, and knee. Okay? You guys want to see it one more time? Yeah. Okay. Jab, step through, body shot, elbow, and knee. Okay? All right, 1, 2, 3.